Finally, someone comes in. Kick
I
off your
didn't
boots,
mean
stay
nothing
a
about
while.
it.
Let me
Just
know if there's
leave me
anything I
alone.
can help you with.
What do
I
you
got
want?
nothing but time these days.
Nah, I don't think so.
How can I help you? Have you met the bard that plays here? He's got a voice like broken glass and fingers like the knob of a carrot. Sometimes he ventures outside, and when he plays, the animals in the marsh will start screaming. His name's Lurbuck, and he's by far the worst bard in all of Skyrim. But the old Orcus sort of grows on you. In time, everyone will learn to appreciate him like I do. A long time. Ain't a pot or pan in this inn I haven't washed 1,000 times over. And ain't a chair or stool that hasn't felt me bottom. I'd say the same goes for the men. Now, some tavern girls don't like it when they get rough. I tell them, be careful what you wish for. If a man don't want a taste of your pie enough to steal a slice, then either he ain't a man or you ain't a woman. Would you now, lass? Now that I wasn't expecting. But aye, a strong woman's got a grip as good as any man, so long as she's committed. Aye, lots of the lasses like to say, Joanna spends all day breaking her back, while Ingarte spends all night lying on it. But you can't believe every little worm that crawls in your ear. Truth is, I like being on top. Oh, I know most folks like their bards to have melodic voices, but none of those sausage drinkers are fit to wear Lurbuck's tunic. Them fancy singers ain't what a real bard sounds like. A bard like Lurbuck sweats poetry and makes you shed rocks for tears. I remember when that old barnacle brat sung a song about a storm. His voice was hard and cruel, just like the sea of ghosts. I might take that as a compliment, coming from a cotton-mouthed cheese muncher like you. Aye, because Ingarte ain't no maid. I'm a wench, and a damn fine one at that. Ain't no maid got the stones to serve the likes that come in here. In here, we get bandits, pirates, adventurers and soldiers, lads and lasses with true grit, not the college and town folk you get up west. At least we used to. I have. I may be a tavern wench, but I haven't always been this tavern's wench. You've got a bosom and you can pour a flagon, you can find work just about anywhere. Truth is, I ain't even from Skyrim. I'm from the docks of Anvil, the Gold Coast. My da thinks I'm here to find me roots, be a proper Nord and trade my broom for a sword. When all I really wanted was to get away from him. He didn't beat me or nothing like that. Most rather wish he did. Would have made hating him all the more easier. No, the old goat just thinks he's some kind of honorary Stormcloak the way he goes on about the Nords being the master race. Of course he didn't fight in the Great War, but you wouldn't know it by listening to him talk about it. Aye, and we do a lot of Nord things. We look like Nords, we eat like Nords, we drink like Nords, and we piss like Nords. But we ain't exactly Nords. Maybe I like the beach more than I like the snow. Maybe I prefer a surly brother's wine to some cheap Nord swill. Maybe now they do. Still ain't exactly one of them, though. Sometimes I'll call a Falmer a goblin, or a skeever a cave rat. Sometimes I'll complain about the cold, or boast about how ginseng can cure anything. then they look at me sideways, like I just got off the boat from Morrowind. I've always said I got half of my mother, half of my father, and half of the coast in me. And I've seen enough of this here country to know which is the better half. Fine, but I ain't got all day. Not anymore, no. Ain't no carriages come by either. Used to be, people wash in from the city, come for the quiet. When the war started, even this place got noisy. That attracts different kind of folk. My kind of folk. Folk that ain't got all their teeth and smell as sour as a hag raven's breeches. Of course, Jonah don't like them sort. Chased even them away. Although she says it was Lerbuck who did all the chasing, I'd call her a sodding harpy for saying so if I didn't need the job. Now all we got is a handful of freaks who came scuttling across the border when all the Nords were busy stepping on their own pricks. Huh, you lost me there at Watts. I'm paid to serve you drinks, not listen to you patrons babble on about the length of your wart hairs. Some lasses were in here talking about how they'd love to bed a man like Ulfric. Oh, sounds great, but what if he talks in his sleep? One of them urchins asked if I really got an oblivion gate between my legs. I told her no, but your mother does, spitting out Deirdre like you. Dirt, that's what. Nasty rumours saying I don't do enough cleaning for Jonna. Ain't nothing further from the truth. There's two things I love. It's gruff men and a clean inn. If I ever met a bandit who liked to sweep and do dishes, I'd probably choke myself trying to get that bloody amulet of Mara around me neck. Some big red guard oaf came by here the other day asking for a bowl of orca stew. I told him we don't serve no cannibals here. So you know that song about the war? Well, these two old snow elks got in an argument about which one's the real version. The Nord who wrote that tune had to write one or the other, right? Unless that milk-drinking bard was playing both sides. Like a bloody Thalmor. Ain't right the way Jonna don't talk to her brother. He may be some blood-sucking gull with a face like a shaved goat and the personality of a spoon, but he's still kin. Until next time.
We drink to our youth, till days come and gone. The age of aggression is just about done.